switch to sports mode. Hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode. Hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode. Hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode. Hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Holding the Road with Mr. Gray Fox and Big Bad Harold.
What's going on now?
Today in the house, we got my main man. Today in the house, we got my main man, Q, the eye test specialist, D-Mac, and y'all know my main man, Pimp. Before we get this party started, we got to give a big shout out. We got to give a big shout out to the FAMU Rattlers. On their bid to the Celebration Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, great win, great season. Just bring it right on home, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we should have two teams right here in Tallahassee playing for the championships. You know what I mean? I know a lot has been being said about what's going on with Florida State, and we just want to give everybody the opportunity to speak their piece on how they feel.
Yeah,
it's on you, Hal.
Well, yeah, man. We'll just do it round table style, man. It's a lot that happened with it. Man, feeling real slighted, but we'll start out with you, Q, man. What you think about it, man?
Yeah, man. I feel like I honestly didn't expect it. You know, being if we won out, you know, we had a lot of adversity this year, especially toward the end of the year. When Travis went down, he went down before the Florida game, and I really didn't know if we was gonna be able to beat Florida without Travis. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, you know, I was like, you know, my stomach was hurting. I felt bad, but I said if we could win out, if we could manage to win out, and I knew once we beat Florida, Louisville, because and then our second string got hurt in the Florida game.
Yeah, which was crazy. Yeah,
he got hurt, and which is why he couldn't play championship game, but he was able to come back and finish in the Florida game. You know, all of the things we went through. This is what you preach. This is what you tell your kids. You just keep fighting.
Yeah.
They did everything they could do. I felt like if we won out, we was in it.
Yeah.
I knew up until they could play we get dropped or whatever, because Washington won, beat 3 straight teams that was ranked. Okay, cool. But when the rubber meet the road, we're a Power 5 team. We win out, we was gonna be in there.
Yeah.
You know. I didn't expect the results to be what they were. I thought, because I feel like they lost a lot of integrity with that. I know. Alabama, the SEC is, that's the favorite.
Yeah, the golden child. Yeah.
For good reason. They've done very well. I mean, they've been dominant, you know. But I feel like don't play with Florida State like we ain't been successful against the SEC. Like we don't play the SEC. We don't line up to play Alabama the first game, LSU, Mississippi State, and we haven't fared well, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, and we tried to leave the ACC just so we won't have to even be in this space, because we know we respect it in the SEC. But, you know, I feel like it gave a black eye to the integrity of the sport, in my opinion. And I can't take nothing away from what Alabama did. You know, Alabama lost the first game. I thought it would die here from there for Alabama. I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
Watched it.
Yeah, I did too.
Dominant so long.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like they was a beneficial. They benefited. Sometimes I think SEC teams, as much as I respect them, they benefited from being in that conference.
They do.
You know, and you know, we played 8 teams and beat 8 teams out of the 13 that has winning record that's bowl eligible. We ain't been just playing scrub now.
Oh yeah.
You know, and to find a way to win regardless of how, because Alabama barely beat Auburn. And it's a rivalry game, but they barely made it, but they showed up and showed out in the bowl game. I mean, you know, in a championship conference, and but they made the wrong call.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now.
All right, Pimp, what you got, man?
the closest word that I can think of that was very fitting was it was a travesty, man.
Yeah.
It was a travesty. I mean, these kids are so laser focused year round right now. Like this is a different Florida State. Like Florida State always been Florida State.
Oh yeah.
And never got left out of nothing when they stand on business.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody in the nation through adversity and all stood on business like the Florida State Seminoles.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Like,
you're right.
I mean, you want to talk about Georgia, 30-game win streak, whatever, but it's 20 games for the Noles. You know what I mean? They ain't just started this year. They end the year off on a long winning streak and kept it going. That's not easy, especially when you coming in back-to-back years playing dominant LSU. I'm talking about loaded LSU.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And stood on business both years in a row. And then the SEC play Florida every year. Them play Bama the first game of the season. Them play Ole Miss first game of the season.
Yeah.
Stood on business with Ole Miss, LSU, all of them. The Bama game, close one call before the half turned the whole game around. You know what I mean? When Jalen Ramsey was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we fared well against Nick. We done beat Nick Saban before. You know what I mean? So I mean it's just wrong because them kids that can do something to their psyche.
Yeah.
Like my man say,
Yeah.
we raised up thinking that if we take care of business on the field, everything else take care of itself.
Yeah.
We raised up thinking knowing that defense win championships.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't lying, boy.
Now you can line Florida State up with anybody in the nation, and they're not finna go up and down that field on Florida State.
They don't want to see them right now.
Florida State got the deepest overall team in the nation. It shows.
Yeah.
Now you getting discredited. You talking about one player when it's supposed to be next man up.
Yeah.
Okay, lose Jordan Travis. Okay. A lot of other teams, they psyche is gone.
Yeah.
Their faith is gone. They don't have confidence in the next man at the quarterback position. Okay, Rodemaker come in. Take care of business in a hostile environment in the swamp.
Yeah, Florida ain't
in
no
the
joke.
swamp, man.
Yeah.
That ain't easy to do.
Joke,
And we talking about rivalry game.
Yeah.
We talking about rivalry game.
Oh, yeah.
And then he go down. Okay, now it's third man up.
Yeah.
In a hostile environment against a loaded Louisville team.
With all
you know
the
what I'm
lights
saying?
on you. With all the lights on you.
With prime time.
Yeah.
This prime time.
Yeah.
I mean, Michigan and Iowa played at 8, but they weren't prime time.
Ain't nobody watch that. Ain't nobody watch that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, and stood up. Stood on business the whole game. Like, I'm talking about when Alabama was winning, before Steve Sarkisian and Lane Kiffin got there, it wasn't no points being put up with Alabama, but everybody was raving on defense.
All defense.
Everybody was raving on defense. They were raving on defense. Now defense don't. Now that Florida State stood on business and defense took the load from what the offense was bringing with Jordan Travis. Now it don't matter.
The narrative
it's
changed.
Just to me, be honest with y'all, and I don't wish bad on nobody, but the whole committee need to get 120 months in the field. from what they done done.
It was a
the harm
robbery.
they done done.
It was a robbery.
The harm they done done. The harm they done done to the kids.
Yeah, to their mind. Yeah.
To the coaches.
Yeah.
To the university.
Yeah. State of Florida.
To the fans.
Everybody.
To the fans.
Everybody.
All over the world. I mean, because before Georgia and Alabama started that winning, people from Georgia and all the other states, they was either Florida State fans, Florida Gator fan, or the University of Miami fan.
That was it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you talk about Georgia, but they only got about 2 championships in the last 30-something years.
Yeah.
That just be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They just walked
you know
off
what I
the
mean?
stage. Yeah, they just made it.
Yeah, they just walked off the stage.
They new booties, man. Yeah.
But it's, man, hey man, it's a travesty, man. And you know, when Booger McFarland, like, he played the game.
Oh yeah.
Like he said, we will rate the game will be decided. Your fate will be decided on the field, not in the room.
Yeah.
Not in the room, you know, with a bunch of gangsters in there, but on the field.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they done took the integrity away from all of that, man.
That did.
You know what I mean? So that's just my take on it, bro.
Okay, D, go ahead, D.
Yeah, man, I got, obviously a little bit of a different of opinion than most of y'all, because I am the only lone king, so I'm gonna try not to be biased either, because I got a lot of respect for Travis and for what the team did this year.
You cut up.
He must have say something crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's that cane. Is that cane coming out?
There you go. Okay. Yeah, cut out, boy. Right? You was gonna say something.
Y'all just said that just because I was talking about it.
Hey, let me say this right here. Now my daddy and Rob know my brother Maurice. Now they're the biggest Hurricane fans in the world. So let's be clear on that before you get started. So go ahead on. We used to whatever, man.
What's your man? Like me, I'm eyeing a little bit on the side. I understand why they made the decision they did, because just if you looking at it just from the last game and from how it would be going forward, I don't feel like they got as good of a chance as they would have with Travis, as opposed to Rodemaker. I don't, Rodemaker's good, but then even if they got to play with Glenn, I don't see him putting up points on either one of them teams that's in the top 4 like that.
I get that.
Or either being able to keep up with them from a scoring perspective.
I get that, but they earned the opportunity. They earned the opportunity, man.
Hey, one question though.
Yeah.
You talking about Travis, but you ain't said nothing about that dominant defense that win championship.
Oh no, the defense is stout.
That means they got the score. That means they got the score on Florida State too now.
They do, but
I don't see nobody going up and down the field. And guess what? The defense can score too now. The defense can score too.
Now I don't see nobody going up and down the field on them, but I don't see them stopping a powerhouse team the whole game. You're not holding, I don't think they could hold Michigan to 13 points the whole game.
That's what Florida State do. I mean, they look at LSU. We talking about. Louisville
got a powerful offense.
What'd you say?
Louisville got a powerful offense.
Oh, hold up. Hey,
hold
up. Hey, everybody. Let him make his.
Yeah, you lagging, Fox.
Oh yeah, Fox is lagging a little bit.
Yeah,
basically what I'm saying is from what I've seen.
Open statement.
From what I've seen, just pretty much based off of. Huh?
Keep going. He was just letting go. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much just from what I've seen, especially in the last couple of games or whatever, we was toe and toe with Louisville, and had went back and forth with y'all, and our quarterback situation not even that great. I don't Louisville is cool, but they not one of those teams in the top 4. To me, I thought they was trying to avoid a TCU situation from last year. Not saying y'all to just get blown out, but after a while, the defense is gonna get tired of getting trotted out on the field. You feel me?
But is that not football? Is that not football? You win some, you lose some.
I mean, so you would rather go out and get blew out 52-13 in national championship instead of just not going?
If they better than us, that's just what happened. If they better than us.
That's a huge assumption. And we not TCU. We built like a team. That's why we beat the SEC when we play them most of the time.
Yeah, I got a clip for that too, man. Brian McFadden and them talked about that. We not TCU. It's Florida. All the best players come out of the South, man.
And like I said, you a Baltimore fan, cuz you don't respect defense.
Oh no, I mean, but the Ravens got an offense too, bro.
Listen,
they was averaging 30-some points a game, bro. You need both sides.
You just Lamar Jackson Ravens. You ain't old school Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh no, bro, come on, though. I'm a Ravens fan completely. Bro, I'm saying even that Ravens team was putting up points, dude.
Nah, not with Trent Dilfer, they were.
Well, who?
Trent Dilfer.
Not with Trent Dilfer.
Offense was trash with Trent Dilfer.
Oh not that Ravens team, but I mean you're not in that day and time no more. You can't hit cats like that. You gotta score.
Listen.
But I'm glad you brought TCU up though, because TCU did win the first game of the playoff. They blew Michigan out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought TCU up. They did do that. Because they got a chance though. They got a chance. And they blew Michigan out. They blew Michigan out. They blew Michigan out the first playoff game. So I'm glad you brought them up.
It's not played hypothetically, it's played on the field. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Man, you earn the shot, man, you deserve the shot. They ain't left nobody out, man. Come on, bro.
I mean, so you feel like UCF should have been in the national championship too, that or in the playoffs the year that they went when they ain't really, show that they can hang with the big ones?
Hey, to be honest, they
Give them a chance because guess what they happened?
They're a Florida team.
Guess what happened though? Guess what happened?
And they thumped LSU right after that.
Absolutely.
They thumped LSU.
Yeah.
They thumped LSU.
It's different, man. So it's a Florida team, man. It's a Florida team, man.
Matter of fact, but
any Florida team, man, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I'd have been in the system, you know what I mean, the feds and all that, man. Like any Florida team, right? That's in the big game, I always put it all on them. Like when the Gators played Ohio State was heavy favorite. Man, I took on the whole compound in the Fed and said I wasn't putting it all on the Florida Gators.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about that. I went all through it. You know what I'm saying? Because any Florida team in the big game, I got my money on them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that it factor with that grit is gonna kick in, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna kick in. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like I say, my daddy, my brothers, they die hard Miami fans, right? But it don't get in the way of, okay, when we going against each other, that's one thing. Oh, yeah. But when we ain't going against each other, I'm right because I know I'm one of them that was a competitor on the field, on the court. I knew I come from a small town where people didn't give us a chance. But guess what? We did what we had to do and went against all odds and got to the big game. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it hit different, man. You know what I mean? It's just a travesty, man. Like I say, 120 months in the Fed, the whole committee, you know what I'm saying? For the damage they done to them kids, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was foolish, man.
Somebody said it done turned into a figure skating. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't played on the field.
I had that clip, yeah.
You can throw up a card and say 10, 9, 9.5. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that decide the fate. You know what I mean? Let these boys play.
That ain't football, man. But, hey, I got a quick clip. See if y'all, this is Big Game James and Brian McFadden. They talked a lot. They did a lot on the clip. But listen to this clip. Now, this is what we talking about with Florida and being from the South as far as our players are way more dominant than TCU and Ohio State, all these other players.
So at the end of the day, football is a game that has to be played. Injuries can definitely dictate or determine some things, but you still have to play the game. It takes 11 guys to be on the same page to be able to orchestrate and execute plays that can put you in positions to win ball games. And until that happens, we don't know. Miss me with this whole TCU narrative. Miss me with we're different.
I got a question with that. The TCU narrative, because that's when people say that, that's meant to be a shot, right?
Yeah, because of what happened with TCU in the national championship game against Georgia.
But TCU had to beat Michigan in order to get there, right?
They did.
And then that same Michigan team the year before that, didn't they get destroyed by Georgia in the first round?
Every year in the postseason, bowl season or postseason play, Michigan has been destroyed. They haven't won a bowl game since 2016. Michigan has been in the playoffs the last 3 years. The last 3 years that Michigan has been in the playoffs, they've been embarrassed. The most competitive game we saw from Michigan was last year against TCU. But heck, TCU scored, almost 50 points, if I'm not mistaken. They couldn't stop them. But Michigan was, quote unquote, one of the more dominant teams in college football the last 3 years. What do they have to show for it? And for us, this TCU narrative, and they played against Georgia. One thing I know about college football, and I'm not saying this because I played at Florida State, we got different dudes than TCU.
Yes.
We got different dudes, bro. Like, we got pros. And I understand. And I said this too, JC. When Jordan Travis went down, I said, you know what? We can still weather the storm because we got pros.
What you think about that?
There it is. I just spoke on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still feel like I can play. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like I got a chance. That's just how we, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's different, man. It's different. Being from the South, man, I'm talking about all of the South. The best sports players come from the South. Ain't nobody going to Kansas to get no elite players. Ain't nobody going to Missouri. Ain't nobody going to Iowa. They coming from the South. Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, Texas. We are football. So any of our teams will blow out one of them others, man. Definitely when you well coach. What you got, Foz? You ain't heard you say nothing on it, man.
Skill position.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, I was just listening to what you were saying. I say skill position. They come to the South. Now you need them boys up
we
there.
We need them hoes up there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The big cow tippers. We need them. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. But when you talking about skill positions, you know, yeah.
Oh yeah.
My whole thing is, I just don't see how you can call yourself a football fan and not see this as like I say, something wrong, man. You know, something wrong with this. And like Pimp, you sent me there. I think a senator wrote a letter or whatever, and they was talking about transparency. No, you need to right this wrong right now. You need to right this wrong right now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Before you go any further, I don't want to talk about transparency next year or next year everything will be fine. No, you need to right this wrong right now while you have the opportunity.
That's
you
true.
Get what I'm saying? I mean, you can do it. I mean, you got the power to make that decision. You know, so all this, the future. Nah, man, y'all wrong these boys right now, and you got the opportunity to make it right.
Yeah.
You need to make it right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You can make a monumental decision right now and say, hey, look here, we got something wrong and we got to make it right now. Don't just keep going forward knowing that you're wrong because you're wrong. And like you say, B, you're a Kane fan. I'm a Gator fan. And this is a Gator fan saying that, hey, look here, man, what they done was wrong.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you have the opportunity to make it right. And that's my only thing, man. You got the opportunity to make it right. You done wronged all them boys. You done wronged the fans. You done run parents, coaches. Hey, look here, man. You got the opportunity to make it right. Make it right. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking to that to that committee. You know, everybody else arguing amongst each other. I'm talking. Somebody need to go and knock on that door and hold them people accountable and say, hey, look here, no.
Yeah.
Stop arguing amongst ourselves and hold these people accountable.
Yeah, they the ones got to change it.
Y'all need to make this right.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There is no excuse. Somebody asked me last night. Well, who would you take out? I don't care.
Yeah, somebody got to go.
If I know what I'm supposed to do, I got my ticket right here. I done all the things that you said that I need to do to get to the big dance, to get inside the playoffs. Put me in.
I got
who you got to take out? I don't care.
What you got, Q? What you said, Q?
I got. So my question is, why did the backup coach have to coach for Harbaugh?
Oh, they were cheating, man. Yeah. They don't want to bring that up. Yeah, they don't want to bring that up. Yeah.
So they was cheating.
Yeah.
And then they got passed and they ain't won a playoff game. They ain't won a bowl game since 7 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, years ago. But they ranked number one right now.
They ranked number one and they ain't done nothing. In the playoffs, when the money on the line.
They are TCU. They want to talk all that shit. Michigan is TCU. They trash, man. They trash, man.
Hey, and the fact we gotta say, man, come on, man.
Yeah. It was just all biased.
And then
man.
I got my question. Okay, 2 questions. Okay, with the backup quarterback, you going in the swamp on the road, you beat them. The committee award them and bump them up from 5 to 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did they deserve to be bumped to 5? How did they deserve to be bumped to 5 when you just rewarded them with a backup quarterback in the swamp?
Yeah.
When they beat them, you know what I'm saying? So how did they deserve to get bumped?
It don't make no sense.
Because and then not only that, okay, the second one, if they going by the same old standard, do they forget that we witnessed when RJ Barrett went down?
Yeah.
The first one. Nobody ever seen Cordell Jones to back
Third string. Third place.
And came in and wrote the ship.
Yeah.
And then out of that, got on, put on Nick in the wobble lock.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put some sport on.
So if you can't make it make sense. No other kind of way. You could be biased and have an opinion. It could be very opinionated, but we're going off facts. What happened? I'm going off facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going off opinions on who I feel like, you know what I'm saying, should, because I'm going off the facts where they done went back and created a double standard. You know what I mean? So they can't make it. There's no way around them making it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Without letting it be decided on the field. You gave TCU a chance. You gave Ohio State a chance. You know what I'm saying? Back, okay. When have Florida State, Florida, or Miami ever not had a chance when they stood on business?
We ain't never laid down. None of us. Nobody in Florida has ever laid down, man.
That's all they ask for, a chance, man. And like I say, man, I feel I'm hurt for them guys, man. And
players,
we got,
man.
Me and Rob, we got family in the mix too. That's another God story right there. You know what I'm saying? On the journey, he done came and did sacrifice to get in the position. Like, I hurt, you know what I mean, for them guys for real. Not just the guys, but the coaching staff and all. Because I'm up close. I'm looking at it year round. I'm paying attention to the work and the focus that them guys put into this, man. You know what I'm saying?
And where they came from, man, Florida State dug themselves out of a big ass hole. They wanted to fire Novell. We can't say they weren't talking shit about Novell's first 2 years, man.
But just even on the history of Florida State, we beat Auburn, a SEC team that, you know what I'm saying?
For our last chip. Yeah.
All these other schools, bro. We don't show up and get blew out. We don't like, why they here. That ain't what happened.
Yeah.
We were down about 17-3, came back, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't, it's disrespectful.
But
man.
either way, football is football. If we was to go and get blowed out, so what? We earned the opportunity.
It happened.
Yeah, we won our games. Like you said.
It's been seen that people have Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't just, it's not a hypothetical game. It's played on the field.
Yeah.
Keep your feelings in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stand on business and do what you got.
We just I don't see how anybody could let this standard continue, man. The committee done messed up big time. It's just a bad standard to hold, man.
Me and Rob had just got off the phone. And Rob was saying, like, what need to happen right now, right? So then, we got off the phone, I was sent the thing where Rick Scott sent the committee, and he demanded everything. Rick demanded emails, conversations that were.
He wanted to see the transcript.
Really,
okay.
He want to see everything.
Yeah.
He want to see everything.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Rick staying on business.
That's been. I mean, like Rob say, right now, not after it's over with and all that. Rick say right now. Yeah. I want to see everything. And guess what? It's finna have to come out. Like the whole conversation, the transcript, it's finna have to come out, bro. It ain't over with yet now. It ain't over yet.
Immediately.
Immediately. Oh yeah, immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, man. My mic messing up, man. This old janky ass laptop I got over here, man. I'm trying to tell you, I want to throw it outside, but you get what I'm saying. But that's why I'm kind of just laid back, just listening to the conversation, whatever. You know what I'm saying. A lot of the points that I want to make has been being made. So that's just why I'm being quiet. But good conversation, good points, everybody. D, you got anything else, brother? Been being quiet now.
No. The only thing I want to say is that like I said, I don't I don't agree with it, with them staying out, but I understand why they made the decision they made.
Biasness. Right.
And why
it ain't got nothing to do with bias. I mean, I get it. I understand it hurt for y'all and all, but it just
but
is what it is.
You said you understand that they want style points instead of football. That's the only you
like,
rather style points than playing.
Well, no, I say it's because I don't feel like like I said, if I feel like if y'all had Travis, it'll be a different story. And I feel like it because at this point, like I said, they don't know like is Rod to make a plan or is Glenn playing?
That don't matter. Listen,
Glenn can't.
How many 9-7? Go ahead, Quinn. Go ahead.
So the game being played on the field is not a factor at all. It's about what may happen because of this happened and that happened. All of the variables.
No, it's because of what you seen. Like Glenn done put it on tape, bro. It's not. I wouldn't be. I
seen him find a way to win. When
Glenn, I seen him find a way to win against a Louisville team that wasn't that good to begin with.
Hold on. What Alabama did against Auburn? Did Auburn lose to Mexico State or something? Like, bro, all of that happened, bro. Like, come on.
It's football, but this what I'm gonna say to you, D. How many bad NFL teams have won the Super Bowl? Been bad all season, but they got that wild card opportunity. Sometimes. It's football, man.
The Giants won 2 times.
Sometimes, bro.
Giants did it twice.
The Giants won 2 times.
The Ravens
they were 8-8.
The Ravens done did it. The Steelers done did it. Almost every Super Bowl champion at some point it was a bad team that still made it. You know, so
y'all defense won with their third string quarterback though.
Not third string, but trash quarterback.
Hey D, y'all defense had to score to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Y'all defense had to score to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. You like the Ravens, don't you?
So did the Bucks.
Y'all defense had to. You ain't had no offense. Man.
Hey, we Buck fans. So did the Bucks. We had Brad Johnson.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man.
So I'm saying, but bro, the offense got to be able to at least do something.
They don't.
And I watched Glenn for what 3 quarters, not be able to even go down the field.
But it wouldn't be Glenn.
But he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, but that to me that's the bias.
And that was his first thought.
To me, that's the bias.
Yeah, first thought.
We can't say what we think would have happened and lead them boys out when the boys went all year playing and sweating and blood and tears, man. That's wrong, man.
Hey, that's we ain't the first that's team. The part I feel for them boys.
We ain't the first
I feel that part of it.
Yeah.
We ain't the first team. Like, that's the only other thing I have to Yeah, that's the only other thing. I see why they did what they did.
But out of the facts I put out there, from Cordell Jones, all of you never seen Cordell Jones. He was the third string quarterback. From the facts I put out there, and that's that committee, the one that selected them to get in there. Nobody gave Ohio State a chance. So out of all the facts that I put out there, starting from the first one, how you saying you understand? You real chill, but you just like my brother though. You just like my brother.
$1 bro. How many times did that happen?
What you mean? How
many times did that Cardale Jones situation happen?
How many times did it take to show the games are played the one on the field?
It's just
you know what I mean?
They won on the field, man. But
that shows it.
9 times out of 10, bro, the third string don't usually win the game. I won't say 9. I say maybe seven times out of 10, the third string.
How can you say that? How can you say that when that really hadn't happened that much? Where third strings had to come in and then be the side factors in the big game. How many times have you seen that? It ain't been that many times.
We see that all. We see that all the time.
No, I'm talking about. Well, we're talking about for the get into.
Yeah, you don't see it that much in the big game.
Okay. Well, you don't
I feel like that pressure adds more to it.
Was it Doug Williams at the Reds? Doug Williams won the Super Bowl, the black quarterback.
Yeah.
Somebody and he got put in the game.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that though.
It's been a lot of second screens that don't won. There's been a lot of trash quarterbacks that don't won. It's just football, man. We just got to get in there and play football.
Man. But in college though, it ain't been that many that went down like Cordell and Travis and all talking about toward the end and had to come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right the ship. You know what I mean? Like I said, Tebow won the starter. You know what I mean? Leak was the starter. You know what I'm saying?
He got the opportunity.
But you know that he got the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got the opportunity. They didn't expect him to do what he did his first year. They didn't expect Tebow to do what he did his first year. You know what I'm saying? But he stepped in, man. He got a chance. He stepped in and stood on business. You know what I'm saying? Against a dominant Nick Saban team. Now we talking about old Nick still now. You know what I'm saying? Nick will get his. Hey, Utah done snatched Nick Mouth out. You know what I'm saying? In the big game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't trick me with that Nick stuff, man. People don't even see. Them guys don't care who your name is or none of that, man.
It's
You know what I'm
football,
saying?
man.
Them boys going and stand on business. They got a chance.
It's a
man.
battlefield, man.
But you just, hey, D, I understand though. You just like my brother, my dad, and all them.
Any given Saturday, I get that.
Yeah.
You real chill, D. Just like but you like my dad and my brother and all them. You got that hurricane in, you just gonna hold on, and you know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand
They
that.
all call each other. They on the same page, man.
Yeah.
One more question, D. I want to ask you this.
What's that?
So if Miami went through this, it was undefeated. Y'all done had some quarterback issues where y'all quarterback went down. But if you would have had the same energy if y'all made it all the way to 13-0 and won the ACC for the first time in history because you ain't never won. I ain't mean to say that. But would you feel that way? Because that tell me would you be real about it? Would you feel that way? Would you feel like y'all got slighted, bro? After your team didn't band together like brothers, the coach done coach, y'all done went through blood, sweat, and tears.
Adversity all over, man. All kind of adversity.
See,
you would feel the same way, bro?
Well, if I'm being honest about it, if we talk about my team specifically, I feel like our backup quarterback, Emery, the one who played y'all, is better than TVD, so I would have welcomed that situation.
Well, I don't know. I'm talking about the situation done played out. And whoever the third string is, or whatever, y'all done went through all of that and won every game. You done find a way. It ain't pretty, but you done won. You done had style wins. You done had ugly wins. You done won.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah.
And they never left nobody out, a conference champion that's undefeated. You wouldn't feel no way about that, bro? That your team is the team that they play them games with? When you know what y'all done went through?
I already told you, bro. I said I don't agree with it or whatever, but just me being me, like not having me being unbiased and like, okay, I get it. Y'all see that we don't got a quarterback, and that's why y'all don't feel like we gonna play at our best.
But that's not football. That's
all
literally
how I feel about it.
That ain't football though.
Hey, let me tell you something. If it was Miami, we'd have been heard about some killings and all that right there. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, it would have been some brothers going to prison for the rest of their lives off a poor decision. For 5 second poor decision.
Hey, Michael Irvin went up there with his blood pressure shooting everywhere on TV.
It'd have been something, bro. It'd have been something. DJ talking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Miami fans don't want us to get closer to another ring. They don't want us to do that, man.
Oh, we don't. We don't, not at all. That's why I took my bias out of this answer, and I'm being for real. Of course, I don't want y'all to win nothing. I wish y'all nothing but misfortune. But I ain't going that bad.
Yeah.
That's a shame, D. That's a shame.
Hey, we supposed to band together as Florida brothers, man. Come on, man.
That's a shame, man.
Hey, I respect all of y'all. I like y'all, but when it comes to just the run of the mill fans, it is what it is. I respect y'all. Y'all like brothers to me. That's the everybody else.
Yeah.
It's out the window.
But on the flip side, we still bragging different though. You know what I'm saying? We in the other part of the city, we bragging different though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's hard to beat it. I mean,
if we had a chance,
they did us just like that last year now. The Rattlers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. That's but you got 4-5 lost teams in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just a Tallahassee thing right now. What it look like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But we celebration of bowling it now, man. It's the A gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Fuck.
All I want to come out of this situation is I want that committee to be held accountable, and I want them to right this wrong.
Yeah.
That's it. I ain't trying to get caught up in the conversation about the history of the teams and the fans going back and forth with each other. I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Outstanding.
They need to right this wrong, man.
Yeah.
Gotta have.
You understand what I'm talking about? Straight up, they just need to right this wrong.
Cause
Somebody need to come out and speak. They don't need to wait till after the game, because once the game being played, once they kick that ball off, it's too late.
Yeah, yeah.
hey,
So what do y'all think should be
it
done
don't
moving
matter
forward?
what signs you done made, what billboards you done posted. I don't care what hotel reservations you done reserved. I don't care. All that can be changed right now.
they say
You
soon,
get what I'm saying? You got the opportunity right
Sooner
now.
the
to
better.
change it.
Sooner the
You
better.
know?
soon they kick that ball, Fox and Harry, y'all know what it is. It's past practice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's over. You're right. It's over.
Oh, now they got it's a president that will say.
Yeah, it's gonna be set. It's gonna be set, man. It's over.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think, man, that
And really, it's past practice, but they ain't gonna honor that.
Yeah, they'll switch it up again.
no, cause guess what? That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah.
They was like,
For the money.
the heck with it anyway, because them gangsters say this their last time
Before the 12.
where they could just throw their weight before they go on the 12.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
really, but we got to get Nick in. We got it because he
That's
been
what his line
crying.
was.
He been crying.
Yeah.
He been crying the last couple of years because he ain't been standing on business and been crying at the end and being left out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, but it's just like, man, I feel like this right here, man. I really, when I say they deserve 120 months in the Fed, I'm saying because I'm dead. I really feel that some kind
illegal
of
was going on.
it's going to court. It's going to court. I don't know when it's going to court, but it's going to go to court because something gonna come out. And when them people start putting that pressure on them, about them doing things illegally, they gonna start talking. They gonna start saying who I deal with. They gonna start, and it just like anything else, and pressure gonna bust pipes. Bro.
Oh yeah,
pressure gonna bust pipes. But that's why Rick Scott sent them missiles out there immediately.
Oh yeah. He put the spotlight on.
Me and Rob was just talking about that on the phone before I got sent that, and then I sent it to Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Rick say he won't. He won't. This got the United States of America on his letter now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what you got. You can't look at the state. I've been to fair, so when they say that USA,
oh yeah, that's real.
that United States of America on there, but that's what's on my paperwork.
Yeah.
That means something now. That means something.
We need all wire transfers. We need all our financial statements.
Everything.
We need all
Everything.
Everything, man.
Everybody got to submit.
Hey, don't try to burn your computer and all that. We want everything.
Yeah. If we get your IP address and get all that before you do all that, but it's good health. It's good health. Good. I mean, it's like I said. I just feel for the kid. Like I say, man, I can. I can watch. Division II. You know what I'm saying? And I can look at anybody compete. I love to see people compete. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love to see people compete. That's why, I'm more caught up on the kids than who the team is. Like I've been like that for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to see kids, especially coming from our backgrounds, defeat the odds, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? If they out there going to class, getting academic awards in class, and then on the field consistently, and they ain't in the they ain't in the system, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, I love to see that. So I can watch kids from what's on their jersey. I love to see them compete, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love to see them compete, man. You know what I mean?
I gotta give a shout out to my son, man, Kamar McGriff at UNCW Wilmington. Last week, been a winners week.
Yeah.
They went up and beat Kentucky number 12 with the biggest role.
And beat the Wildcat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That week.
When they didn't spank them. That's what's up.
They had a chance to play the game.
Had the opportunity.
Because if it was hypothetical, they wouldn't have had a shot.
Man, they wouldn't even let them play them. Yeah, they wouldn't even let them play. Yeah. And they went out there and thumped them, man.
Man, I know the work they put in. I know what he put in. You
Oh,
man?
Yeah.
And what you think that did for them boys, man, after a win like that, man?
Man, listen.
You can't tell them nothing.
Got a limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't just fool people based on, bro, money gonna always win.
All the time.
That's why Nick Saban was crying when Primetime went over there to Colorado.
Yeah.
They paid. They paid
the whole landscape too.
Yeah.
They've been paying forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now influence more than just your money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they've been
he got a chance to play, man. He got. Hey, and I guarantee you, one 4 or 5 star player on your son team, woman, UNC woman.
I'm telling you, hey, man, listen. One of his roommates, Tazarian White, 25 points. They couldn't stop him. They couldn't do nothing with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
Mid-major school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know about it. What they had to be like, but okay, they know now. You know what I'm saying?
They know now for real. Oh yeah.
That was good about college basketball though. That's what I love about college basketball. Even though I don't really watch it. You know what I'm saying?
But UNC women, and
yeah.
They know that tournament time. People really know who they is. You know what I'm saying?
They've been knocking on the door last year. They lost it, but they didn't win. They didn't win their conference.
Yeah.
Right. Cause we had a guy, man, from Florida, man. Matter of fact, from Florida High, man. He went to UNC women, man, and
Blizzard.
Yeah. Him and my cousin. Brett Blizzard. He came in. He competed against my cousin in St. Joe, James Daniels. You know what I'm saying? James stopped for going to the championship. James went 4 years straight and won it 4 years straight. You know what I'm saying? So Brett, he was that boy was like that, man. He went to woman, but he got a chance though.
Got the opportunity. Yeah. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta go grab me a bite to eat, man. How y'all got some more y'all wanna?
Final thoughts, everybody.
Say it again.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, Q.
Oh.
Final thoughts.
Hey. 120 months in the field.
That's Pimp final thought. Okay. What about you, DQ?
In the hole.
Yeah.
I'm with the man there. Hey, in the hole.
Yeah.
Give him dog food.
Yeah.
Dog food.
Yeah, in the shoe. Yeah, in the hole.
Dog food.
I come up with a better way of judging the system, man.
Yeah, they need
definitely need to be changed, or just need to go ahead and add more teams, whatever they're gonna do.
Yeah, they
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's all I got, Fox. You can close it out.
He froze.
Did he?
Okay.
Thanks everybody for coming on. You know what I mean? Q, tell the people where they can holler at your Boxing Vibes TV.
Oh yeah, Boxing Vibes TV, man. We on YouTube. We on all platforms. We even on TikTok. We on. We've been letting that because we gonna get back right. You know what I'm saying? This was what I needed. I missed this action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JD and J.
Capital Trapper, what you got?
Hey man, just pouring out success, man. Non-profit organization, man, and I'm capital trapping, man, all day, man. So, we pouring out in the community, man, other than just chiming in on what's happening in the world, man. So you can reach me at pouring out success and capital trapper. You know what I mean? So, let's link up, man. Let's link up and build these kids up, man, the way they can at least have a chance, man. And pray they have a chance. You know what I'm saying? With their hard work, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You on IG?
Sure.
Huh?
You on IG?
I'm on Facebook. On Facebook. I'm gonna shoot you my info though. I'm gonna shoot you my info.
All right, Timbo. All right, well.
What are you, D?
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me on, man. Y'all can reach me at DMac561 on Insta. And Demetrius McCray, second on Facebook. Also, shout out to the creators org.
RJ.
TLH. Shout out Berto.
Oh yeah.
Berto.
And thank y'all for having me, man.
Oh yeah, man. That was up.
Love.
That's what's up. Let's do it again, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anytime, homie. Anytime.
Till the next time, everybody out there, y'all live right.
Non-FSU topic.
That's what's up. Till the next time, everybody, y'all live right. Play fair. When life switched to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets
with a badge, or never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made a glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You shoulda put your hands up. I promise you the redder got them handcuffs. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education. How about let's fight for our reparations? How about let's teach our next generation? Big Bad Harold, Mr. Gray Fox. Let's give them motivation. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight